Hello, BTS lovers. What happened to Jungkook that day? Why would a world superstar who usually appears full of confidence suddenly seem to dissolve in sadness while living his days as a soldier? It all started from a simple moment, but harbored deep emotions that made the entire 5th Division feel the pain. In a quiet corner in the military, after a grueling physical workout, Jungkook was enjoying his downtime. BTS members who are currently undergoing military service are known to always be able to adjust, both in the entertainment world and the harsh military environment. However, on that day, there was something different about him. As Jungkook was sitting facing the field, a military dog suddenly ran up to him. The dog was known to be friendly towards the soldiers. However, no one expected that the presence of a dog in front of Jungkook would trigger an unexpected emotional outburst. Jungkook slowly lowered his head, gently stroking the dog's head. A slight smile appeared on his face, but before long, his countenance changed. The eyes, which usually shine energetically, looked wet. He was silent, and in that silence, there were tears falling down his cheeks. The other soldiers who were relaxing around the area saw the incident, but none dared to approach. The emotional aura emanating from Jungkook seemed to leave everyone speechless, holding their breath and wondering what really happened. Moments later, a senior soldier, who was known to be quite close to Jungkook, ventured to approach. In a cautious voice, he asked, "Jungkook, are you okay?" Jungkook nodded slowly, then wiped away his tears with the back of his hand. However, there was something hidden behind her tears. With a hoarse voice, he said quietly, I remember Bam." The name instantly made several other soldiers exchange glances. BAM, for the army as BTS fans are called, is not a foreign name. Bam is Jungkook's favorite Doberman, who has always been his loyal friend at home. Bam's bubbly personality and closeness to Jungkook are often seen in the various content Jungkook shares with his fans. However, the period of conscription meant having to abandon all the comforts of his life, including Bam. Jungkook, who has been known as a tough and independent person, turns out to have a deep longing for his pet dog. After a few minutes, Jungkook started talking more to the soldier. "I used to play with him every morning before I went to work. Bam is always at the door when I get home, even when I'm late at night. He seems to know how I feel," Jungkook said with a small smile, though his eyes were still red. The soldiers who overheard the conversation began to understand what Jungkook was feeling. Amid the rigors of military training, many of them also missed their families, spouses, or even pets at home. However, seeing Jungkook, a global star who is often considered to have everything, shows his fragile side, giving a new dimension to his human and warm self. After the incident, Jungkook remained the talk among 5th Division soldiers. One of his colleagues, who did not want to be named, said, "Jungkook is the type of person who always helps others. But that day, we felt he needed our support." As a form of support, some of the soldiers start bringing snacks for Rocco and invite Jungkook to join them. They hope that Rocco's presence can slightly reduce Jungkook's longing for Bam. Small moments like these are a way for soldiers to strengthen each other in the midst of a challenging military life. A soldier from Japan wrote, "Jungkook, we know how hard it is to be away from our loved ones, including Bam. But remember, we're all here to support you." These messages were then forwarded by military staff who managed the incoming letters for the soldiers, including Jungkook. One of the staff said, "We received so many letters and messages for Jungkook. It really shows how much love people have for her." In the weeks following the incident, Jungkook appeared to be more accepting of the circumstances. He began to engage more actively in activities with his colleagues in the 5th Division, often even being seen playing with Rocco. However, when asked about what he learned from the emotional moment, Jungkook replied wisely, "I learned that missing someone or something is a sign that we truly love them. And it's not a weakness, it's a strength." Jungkook's words not only touched the hearts of the soldiers, but also inspired many who experienced longing or loss. In the midst of the pressures of military service and life as a celebrity, Jungkook still shows his sincere and warm humanity. Jungkook's story in Division 5 teaches that behind the glitter of the entertainment world and the toughness of a soldier, there is a genuine longing for the little things that matter in life. A simple cry while petting a dog can reveal emotions that have been hidden, bringing valuable lessons to everyone who sees them. Jungkook may be far away from Bam, but the love and support of the army, his colleagues in the military, and the world ensure that he is never truly alone. Isn't that what makes this story so special? As time went on, Jungkook's interactions with dogs at the military base became a kind of small reminder of Bam. Although a duty dog with trained instincts to maintain safety, he seems to have a special emotional bond with Jungkook. There was something in the way the dog looked at Jungkook that suggested that the dog understood his master's feelings while away from home. Every time a dog ran up to Jungkook, it was as if he knew that the idol who had graced the world stage was in need of his presence. Jungkook is often seen talking to the dog, although his words are not always heard by those around him. Some soldiers who observed this moment claimed to be touched. Watching Jungkook talk to Rocco is like watching someone share a secret with their best friend, a fellow soldier said. However, those moments also reminded Jungkook of the reality he was facing. I know the dog is not Bam, but when I was with him, I felt like I could see Bam in his eyes, he told one military staffer who is also a dog lover. This story began to spread, not only among the military but also on social media. The army began creating various forms of content centered on Jungkook's relationship with Bam and the military dogs. One of the viral illustrations shows Jungkook sitting between Bam and a military dog, with the two surrounding him with love. Fans have even started raising funds to support a military dog rehabilitation center in South Korea in appreciation of the dog's role in providing comfort for Jungkook. Jungkook, who was aware of this initiative, felt very touched. In a letter sent through the military, he wrote, "I never imagined that a simple moment with a dog could bring so much attention and love. Thank you, Army, for always seeing and appreciating the little things in my life that keep me going." Despite being known as a passionate member of BTS, life in the military remains a big challenge for Jungkook. A busy training schedule, whether that is not always friendly and away from family, make him have to keep adjusting. However, the moment with Rocco and the support of his fellow soldiers gave him strength. Sometimes, the night feels very long, Jungkook said in a private conversation with another soldier. But when I remember Bam, my family, and all the army that supported me, I feel like I'm getting the energy to hold out until the morning. For Jungkook, this experience became an important part of his life journey. He admitted that the longing he felt for Bam was not a weakness, but a reminder that he had something valuable to return home. For the army, this story is proof that genuine love always has a way of finding its way, even if separated by distance or time. Jungkook not only served his military service with dedication, but also showed a gentle and affectionate side of himself. The presence of Bam at home and Rocco at the military base became symbols of hope that continued to strengthen Jungkook. In his journey as a soldier, Jungkook taught that behind the rigid military uniform, there is a heart full of love and longing. And for the world, he remains an inspiring figure, not only because of his talent and fame, but also because of his unfading humanity. So, when Jungkook finally returns to the stage one day, he brings with him not only a story about the toughness of a soldier, but also a story about love that transcends all boundaries. Love for Bam, Rocco, and of course, army all over the world.